Politics, policy, and teddy bears mark a whirlwind week at Michigan Farm Bureau's 99th State Annual Meeting. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
As we celebrate our bold history and plan for a bright future, that continued leadership from each of you in this room is a necessity. I believe in our organization, and I know with your leadership, our children's children will celebrate the next 100 years of this organization.
Michigan Farm Bureau wrapped up its 99th State Annual Meeting this week, kicking off a year-long centennial celebration. Nearly 1,000 farmers, family members, and special guests traveled to Grand Rapids to take part in policy adoption, special contests and activities, award ceremonies, and to hear from guest speakers. Governor Rick Snyder made his 8th and final address to Farm Bureau members, recalling the role farmers played in the state's economic rebound and reminding them not to become complacent in the future.
While many other parts of our economy were still suffering, you started the comeback trend in terms of achieving great results, wonderful things going on in agriculture. The first bill I signed, I'm really proud of that. As I walked around today, I saw a lot of name tags that said meat verified. That was the very first bill I signed as governor, to create a voluntary program to encourage best practice, to say we're closing in on our goal of 5,000. We're at 93%. Think of that in just that short period of time. That's incredible, and thank you, because that's making you better and us all better in this state. In terms of numbers, when we started the food and ag industry, it was about a $91 billion industry in 2012. It's 104 plus today. These are incredible achievements that you've helped lead.
Michigan Farm Bureau's AgriPAC committee celebrated the election of 84% of its endorsements in the midterm elections, including newly elected Luke Meerman, who will represent the 88th district in the State House of Representatives.
My name is Luke Meerman. I'm a dairy farmer from Coopersville, Michigan, and I'd like to be your next state representative. Those were the words that I said thousands of times, at thousands of doors. And I just wanted to encourage you, that's what people wanted to hear. That farmer work ethic, mentality, the perspective, consider it. Maybe you should run.
Michigan Farm Bureau's grassroots policy development process reached its culmination on the delegate floor during the state annual meeting, as over 400 delegates voted to adopt policy recommendations made at the local level.
I really support this, and I'd encourage all of you to support it at your counties too.
Policies adopted become the position for the organization, which is critical in a year of a new administration and fresh faces in the State House and Senate.
There's a lot of people who have come in that don't have as much experience with our industry and the unique needs that our industry has, or recognition of the importance of what our industry plays in the statewide economy. We work very hard as a grassroots organization to come up with a policy that will allow agriculture in Michigan to flourish and allow the economy of Michigan to flourish.
Succession planning is key to transferring management and ownership of your agribusiness the way you intend. Let us help create a plan that meets your specific needs.
It's not all politics and business at the state annual meeting. There's also opportunities for Farm Bureau members to give back. As part of an annual service project, Farm Bureau members stuffed teddy bears and assembled care packages that were given to patients at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital in Grand Rapids. Each backpack includes one teddy bear, a Michigan Agriculture coloring book, crayons, a bear birth certificate, and a teddy bear t-shirt for the recipient to decorate.
Farmers are giving people. If they see a need, they're going to step up and they're going to help. They don't ask questions. Their hands are just ready to help. And so, I know people personally that have used hospitals all over. And anytime that you can help a child or a family in a difficult situation, farmers are going to be there. It doesn't matter if they're in the hospital or if you need to feed children somewhere. You're going to find farmers in all of those areas.
Here with a look at the latest market activity is Michigan Ag Commodities' Chris Betts.
Thanks, Janelle. Traders have turned their attention away from U.S. harvests and put it squarely on anything they can gather on trade implications. Analysts have been pointing to this weekend's G20 summit in Argentina for months as a potential turning point. President Trump and President Xi Jinping of China are scheduled to meet on the sidelines of the summit to discuss trade. A hard resolution is unlikely this weekend, but trade will be looking for progress. The U.S. has promised to up tariffs on Chinese goods again if its demands are not addressed, which could lead to further retaliatory action from the Chinese. The fundamental picture for soybeans is bleak at best at this point. U.S. exports will continue to struggle without Chinese demand, and as negotiations drag on, South American harvest gets nearer. While of course a trade resolution that eliminates the Chinese tariff on U.S. soybeans would be extremely beneficial, it will still take time to work through the glut of U.S. soybeans. Futures, however, figure to react firmly to a resolution, whenever that may be. That potential rally is likely to be overblown and should provide good forward contracting opportunities. For more market information, go to michag.com. With Michigan Agricultural Commodities, I'm Chris Betts.
For more news and video from the state annual meeting, visit MichiganFarmNews.com and the Michigan Farm Bureau channel on YouTube. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Brose. Have a great week of farming.